What is going on, everybody? Starvin Marvin here. Do me a favor, go to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, so you can get all the awesome content that you can handle. Leave a like, comment, just show some love. With that being said, let's get on to what we got going on. Trump wins the presidential election. I know I'm a little late on reporting on it, but I wanted to give it a day or two because I figured they were going to pull some shit. You know what I'm saying? I figured Hillary Clinton and Soros and all them, I mean, they ain't going to take this land down. I figured they were going to, as soon as he were to give his acceptance speech, to make him look dumb, they would pull something. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's definitely still on the books, people. I mean, we got to be vigilant. I feel like they lost way too easy. Is it just me, or did they lose just too easy? And they really got something in the works. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. But it's definitely something that we're going to want to keep our eyes open and our ears out. America, we're going to have to be vigilant. You know how they are. And we can't take this laying down. They definitely got something going on. So, but everywhere I see, everybody's so happy about Trump being in there. I mean, I know I am. The first president since John F. Kennedy to fight the establishment, to fight the New World Order and global elitists, to stop the tyranny that's trying to engulf every country. And I mean, people are pulling out of the EU left and right. I mean, they are just being dismantled piece by piece, little planned nibbles at their established format. And we are doing such a great job, everybody. Such a great job. Me, you, the American people. I'm so proud of us. I really am. I really am. And so is the rest of the world. So is the rest of the world. Everybody is calling him. Putin is calling Donald Trump, saying, hey, you've done a great job. I know you're a good guy, and let's help the world together. And there's nothing wrong with that, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and we haven't had it in such a long time. So, I mean, we made history. We made history. Me and you, we the people, made history together. And, I mean, 40 years from now, our kids and our grandkids are going to be doing reports on this. And they're going to come to us and ask us, well, what was, and we'll be able to tell them it was the craziest time. We never had any more despair than we did at that moment in our lives, because everything was just in such complete shambles. I know I was personally scared. Every day I would wake up and I'd go, wow, I'm still here. That's pretty awesome, And so, I mean, we did such a great thing, America. I'm very proud of you. Got to keep it up, though. Got to keep it up. Just because we won don't mean we can stop, being vigilant and stop, doing what we do. So, with that being said, now a lot of people are pissed off, too. A lot of people pissed off. Everybody's, some people are very upset right now. Dumbass celebrities. I mean, Amy, baby, come on. I love you. I love you. You're so freaking hot. Oh, I love you. Just your attitude is sexy. But come on, girl. You got to make better decisions than this. I know you're smart. I know you're smart. Why? You got Jon Stewart and his little right. Get the hell out of here. Nobody even likes you anyways. Chelsea Handler. To hell you can go with the rest of y'all's NWO people. I don't care. I don't care. Good. I'm glad these people are leaving. I don't want them in here. I like Keegan-Michael Key. Okay, I do. I really do. I really do. Al Sharpton, please, baby. Please get out of here. He is Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton. He works for Soros and all them. He goes out there, fuels the fires of racism. He's a rape baiter. He really is. He's a race baiter. What did I say? Oh my goodness. He's no, he is. He's a race baiter. He really is, and he goes out there, fuels the fire, to Black Lives Matter, and helps uh, brainwash the uh, you know young black man, and just pure brainwashing. It really is fabrication of facts. That I mean, he it's just ridiculous. Yeah, I can't wait for him to be gone. But I mean, Al Sharpton. I mean, boom. Al Sharpton. He's always being racist, always towards white people, and I know I do not support that. I know many other Americans don't support that. I mean, but a lot of Black America thinks that black people cannot be racist. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. I don't even see that. How does that even? Let's read this together, America, because I want to understand. Any person can be a racist, regardless of their own race. Wrong. No, they cannot. No, they can't. Racism requires power and prejudice. White people have power to oppress black people because they control the system and economic structures in society. That is the most ignorant and closed-minded definition of why black people cannot be racist. That definition is racist. What? Who wrote this garbage? What is this? Please tell me. What the hell is this here? What is this? I don't understand that. So you're assuming that all white people are in positions of power, and we control the system and economic structures in society. You're right. Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne and all the celebrities and athletes that are black. That's right. They don't control economic structure in society, do they, America? No. Only white people. They don't know. No, not them. Not them. What the hell? This is complete ignorance on every single level. The retardation level is exceedingly high. It's just, come on, America. But I mean, now that we got a white president again, people are screaming racism. Even it's bad when CNN is like, hey, it's time to talk about black privilege. You know what I'm saying? That's bad. When the Clinton News Network is talking about black people are kind of being racist towards white people. But if you say anything, you are a racist bigot and will be shunned. So, I don't know. We're going to have to see how this plays out, America. I think this is a ploy by the New World Order, people to just kind of ramrod it in there of, hey, let's have a race war and make Donald Trump look like he doesn't know what he's doing and is completely out of control. Because that's all they got now. They're saying he doesn't have any political experience. He doesn't, and that's why we love him. He's not a bot politician like 99% of y'all. And a lot of you are scared. A lot of them are scared, people, because they know they doing some bullshit, and Trump wants to get rid of them. Anybody who's corrupt like that, you're gone. You're out of here. You're fired. So they're right now they're pissing their pants. So good job, America. Great job. God, what a great job. Now, for those of you who don't know too much about the New World Order, the New World Order is a pretty much a totalitarian universal government idea. In my opinion, really, it should be called the Anglo-American World Order. Because really, I mean, it's been going on longer before that, but it's America that has really tried to usher it in, really taken sway of presidential candidates and influenced almost every aspect of our lives. and they believe in eliminating people to the only 1% being left on Earth, being the rich and wealthy, not having to pay taxes and help out people less fortunate than themselves. They want a one world government uh, and one world banking system. Pretty much, they like how America is. You got the Federal Reserve supplies the money for the United States, which the Federal Reserve isn't even federal. It's not a federal organization at all. It is a completely privately owned bank, which many of our forefathers have said. There are famous quotes about if America were to implement a one world, the idea of a one world reserve, privately owned reserve, would be an absolutely terrible idea, and your government needs to be overthrown because they're starting to be corrupt, because that means it's somebody's making money, like a business. And that ain't how America works. That ain't the idea. That's the reason we left England. Um, but they also believe in a one world government with a one world court with, I mean, pretty much they own everything. And the Rothschilds are the ones who have tried their damnedest to uh, push this agenda. I mean, and the Rothschilds are a is a family who has been around for a very, very long time. Um, they have really been hanging out with J.P. Morgan and Chase and Citigroup and Wells Fargo, and they own, look, ExxonMobil, Royal Dutch Shell, BP, Chevron, Texaco, you know, and that goes to show now they're owning all the oil. And J.P. Morgan and Chase and Rothschilds, they have all been buddies since 1776. You know, that was back when, that we established America. And they really did their damnedest and have been ever since, trying to usher in a new world order. Like I said, they own the banks. As you can see, they own the banks. This is truth as well. They own the banks that supply America their money, the government. They supply a country's money. Do you know how significant that is? After World War I, America was pretty broke. So they went to the Federal Reserve and they said, let me borrow some money. Which works, the government gives the Federal Reserve bonds, promises to pay back money, to interest on the money that they borrow. But that right there is an oxymoron, because if you're borrowing money, you have no money, okay? So you're borrowing more money, but you have to pay interest on that money you're borrowing. You don't have no more money. How are you going to pay the interest on that money that you're borrowing? You see, it's a giant oxymoron, and it's a very clever way to keep the American people in their spots like sheeple. So they, like I said, the country was broke after World War One, so they went to the Federal Reserve and Franklin Barrett bonds and said, we want to borrow X amount of money. They said, okay, no problem. You don't have any collateral for this, though, because you're broke. They said, okay, let me think of something. Okay, got it. Hold on, I got it. How about every American, we charge them the interest. They'll pay it. So they pretty much posed us as collateral. You will be born into debt slavery for your government. Okay? And that really is a fact. So what they did is they came up with this brilliant idea called Social Security and gave every American a number so they can track their money and have you pay for them uh, to wage war and to do whatever it is that them and their shadow government and their totalitarian uh, oligarchs do. We had to foot the bill, people. And that's wrong. That's wrong. So we definitely got to inform the masses because most people are dumb to this. But half the time, when you say these kind of things, they've been brainwashed their entire life. When you hear somebody saying these things, it is considered conspiracy or crazy. So as soon as they hear it, they're like, I don't want, I'm not listening to that. That dude's fucking retarded. Or just, starts talking shit about you. But that goes to show the power that these people have. When people hear truth, they choose not to listen to it. That's an awesome amount of control right there. So me and you are the money that supplies America. In 1913, the United States was short of cash. By the end of World War I, wartime costs had depleted the treasury, and there were several really bad financial panics. The country needed to print more money than it had at equity to restore the confidence of the money supply and get the economy back on its feet. When you or I need more money, we use something as collateral and go to the bank for a loan. When the country needs more money, it has to go somewhere also. But in 1913, there wasn't anywhere to go. So the U.S. created the Federal Reserve Act. This established a private central bank, the Federal Reserve, which is not a federal institution at all. That would regulate the amount of money the U.S. government was allowed to borrow and put into circulation. It also would expect it to be repaid like any bank with interest. Okay, people? After 20 years, things went from bad to worse. During Franklin D. Roosevelt's presidency in 1933, the U.S. was unable to pay its debt. Again. The country was bankrupt. Private banks that made up the Federal Reserve demanded their money, and Roosevelt responded. He had to use the one thing left of any value to pay the banks to continue doing business with them. The citizens of our country. Us, me and you, America. We the people. We the people. Exactly how all of this orchestrated into a lengthy... it's too lengthy to be addressed here, but this much can be told. The original birth naturalization record for every U.S. citizen is on file in the official records in Washington, D.C. You get to keep a copy, and you are the property and asset of the U.S. government. Every living citizen is pledged as collateral for national debt. Within 2 weeks and Within 2 weeks and 3 days, each certificate of live birth is to be filed with Washington, D.C. Evidence reveals that there is even a federal children department established by Shepard-Townsend Act 1922 under the Department of Commerce that appears to be involved in this process in some way. Every citizen is given a number, okay? The red number right here on the birth certificate, and each living birth is valued from $650,000 to $750,000 in Federal Reserve dollars and collectible from the Fed. Okay, this kind of makes you feel a little different when you look at the Federal Reserve Chairman Nancy Yellen, doesn't it? Does it, people? I mean, come on, America, let's say something. I mean, and that goes to show how we have to pay our debt back. Simple. Crazy. It really is. It really is, people. But this is the world we live in. All because of these people. The Rothschilds. Terrible, 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 terrible people. Terrible people. They have done nothing but exploit this country for many, many years. And they are just Satan. It really just goes to show. This is, their This is their relatives, their lineage right here. I mean, they're terrible, terrible people. So, um, take what I've said. If you want to research it more, I completely encourage the masses to do so. A great place to go check stuff out is Alex Jones, Infowars.com. Yeah, great visionary, very patriotic man, very smart, knows what's going on and how it's going on. So definitely go there, give that a try, look over his stuff. Great, very energetic man. Sometimes he gets carried away, like the rest of us. Sometimes we get carried away, but no, he's really one of the best out there, in my opinion. Donald Trump, who did, he enjoys Alex Jones and watched and loved. If I was Donald Trump, I would appoint him I would make him the head of the FBI. Get Comey out of there, put Alex Jones in. Ooh, we would not have a corrupt government at all, boy. You couldn't even walk wrong around Alex. Oh, that's what I love about him. Great, 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 great man. I feel as if this election, he helped win it. If we didn't have Alex Jones, I honestly think Hillary would have won it. I really do. What do you think, America? Let me know. Definitely hit the like button, comment, subscribe if you're starving for more Marvin. Get all this and more extra content, Keep yourself there. Just love it. Love it. I appreciate it, everybody. Until next time.